Is that a musical entrance? Yeah.
Well, as I've probably talked to you to most of today, you know my business is an online gaming company, and it's called Moonfire Gaming. And our first game is called Atween, which will be released not so long from now. It's in a couple of weeks' time. It's all about virtual worlds and virtual reality. Our gaming company is aimed to create new games for the online platform and possibly other platforms. I started this process back in, when it started actually, and I've gone through it ever since then and built up the business plan and everything. And when I got to Den in June, I think it was, I went through it and I got rejected, but I was still motivated because even though they said no, it was like, well, I'm not really caring what you say at the moment now because I'm just going to keep going and doing it. You've got to keep doing it, otherwise you'll give up and you'll lose everything you've worked for so far. The worst part in that den is the wait, because you're waiting to actually go in it and say your stuff, and you get more nerves going through that. And then they make you wait. Once you've done your pitch, they send you outside to make you wait to discuss whether you're going to get this grant or not. And that's the bit that's killer, because you're like, are they going to give it to me? Are they going to give it to me? Are they not? Are they not? And it's not really good, is that bit, because you just get yourself worked up. And when you go back in there and if they say you've not got it, well, you've just got to keep smiling. If you don't keep smiling, you're just going to completely collapse. You've just got to keep happy. That's the whole thing to it. Because if you don't keep happy, what's the point in it? And that's pretty much what the den's like. But what do you want me to know?
Has anyone got any questions about going into the den? How did you feel when you... sorry, I completely ignored the fact that those people stood behind me there. How did you feel when you went into the den and you got that no? How did you feel the KYC and the rest of the staff here helped to keep you going?
Well, the initial reaction after I got the no from the den was, why? Why has this happened? Why have I got turned down? And they do give you some feedback of what you've got to do next and next steps. And what I got was provide us with more statistics from the actual opening and launch of the game, then come back to us and show us all this. And this staff of the KYC, like my coach is John McSweeney, and he helped me out through just like saying, you've got a good thing here, don't let it go to waste, just keep on going and going and going. If you stop now, you could potentially ruin it all, what you've got so far. So that's what they helped me with. And there's the business broker as well, Sarah Timberley. She was also helping me. She was waiting outside with me, and she gives you encouragement to keep going. She's the one that helps you through it.
Anyone else got a question?
What were you saying inside your mind to keep you calm and to reduce the nerves, and did you do any breathing techniques to try to not be as nervous?
Yeah, well, as I do study drama, I know a lot of vocal and breathing techniques, so I did use some of my own breathing techniques that I've learned from drama. But what I said to keep calm was that you know this, you know your game, you know what you're doing, you know your pitch inside out. Just go in there and act and do and act. Just act, because you know what you're doing, so tell it to them. I remember one of the feedback they gave me was they said my pitch was fantastic. One of the guys from Huddersfield University said, you can come do all our pitches for us because that was the best pitch we've ever seen. And it was something that you just got to keep saying you know it, as long as you know it.
So what are you doing now? What's happening next for you?
Well, now it's time to release the game. And Friday the 13th, that's when we actually release our whole game and company and everything. And so far we've been promoting using Facebook and Twitter, and we currently have about 600 likes on the Facebook page. And Twitter is not something we use as much, but we're starting to use their small business campaigns now.
What's your Twitter address? And I'll follow you.
Twitter, @Atween game.
Right, brilliant.
we just use those two to help us promote it. And on the Friday the 13th, we've got a select of invited guests and paid guests. We've been selling accounts for £5 to £10, and around anywhere between, there's about 5 people who paid for the £10 and around 45 who paid for the £5. So we've made quite a bit of money already, and we've not even opened.
What's the difference between the two accounts?
Well, you just get more stuff for your money. There's like, one gets a year subscription, one gets a month subscription, etc, etc.
If I want to find out more, how do I do that?
Basically, check his Facebook page, or check us out online. So like Facebook address is facebook.com/Atween, Atween.net, sorry.
How do I spell that?
ATWEEN.net.
What's Atween?
It's a brand new virtual world. It's virtual reality, and you can step inside different worlds. If I had a laptop, I'd show you different images right now, but we aim for all demographics. Like, we've got a big step in the older demographic where people who've got a lot of time on their hands and quite a big indisposable income are just like, well, we've got a big portion of time during the day, we're retired, we want something to do, there's a game, there's our money. And there's a lot of people who've done that.
How did you scrape yourself up after the initial rejection? I don't know if I'd been stood up there now after feeling that. What did you do to?
It's because I have quite a few people on my side. I've got the business broker Sarah, and my coaches, countless coaches. Since I've been here through the start, I've been through all the ranks. I've had Robin, I've had Alias, I've had quite a few other people, and
I've not been your coach.
no, you haven't.
No.
Not yet.
Is it Max next?
Yeah, maybe you'll have to suffer my curse. And there were so many people, because I share this company with a person who's helped me from the initial fallout ages ago, 2 years back, and we've coded everything together, created all the artwork, and there's so many people that are waiting for this game to be launched that I just couldn't give up now. It was like, there's so many people wanting this game, why should I give up now? I've got about 20 artists working for me on this game, and it's like, there's about 15 unpaid volunteer and about 5 paid, and it's like, they all want this, they all want their artwork shown off to others. I'm providing them with that opportunity. I'm providing encoders with the opportunity to show off their works, and why should I give up? And that'll make them give up then. Why should I be the beacon of? Yeah.
Did you practice your pitch before you went into the den, and did that help?
God, I've practiced it on that many people over the summer. I think because there was the thing at Byram Arcade over the summer, and I think I practiced it on everyone that walked through those doors over the summer. There was about 20 to 30 people that I practiced it with, and everyone said it were a brilliant pitch. There was no one that said it wasn't, and we just had to work on it to get it a bit more content in the time allotted we had.
What was the format of your pitch? Was it like a slideshow presentation or?
I did a bit of both. I had the slideshow in the back showing off the game, what is content, the artwork, the coding, who we have on board the site, and features of the game. And then while I was showing this, I was saying, look, this is what blah blah blah, and this is our sales expectations. I did most of the stuff with the card, along with showing that stuff in the background.
What point did you realise when you walked in it's just 4 normal people?
I don't think it was for normal people, because them people were the grumpiest people I've ever seen in my life. There was one of them.
Normal people are grumpy.
I suppose so.
Don't name them, James.
No, I won't, yeah, I won't.
Like when someone else is on, like say, on display, and they can't do that, they just sit there. Like, when did you when you kind of comprehend that they're not really dragons, they're just
Yeah.
4 people that have kind of been where you was.
It was during the middle of the pitch, because you're like, at the start you're like, whoa, it's like these people, what do you do?
Yeah.
And then you get through the middle and you're like, this is not so bad, you can just keep going now. And it's like that, and at the end it's just the weight, that's the weight that kills you. January.
Is it Valentine's?
Depends who it is, but yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what you'll do differently this time, James?
Yes, I do. What I'm going to do is make it a bit more interactive, the pitch. I'm going to get people to... I'm going to get laptops for them and put the game on there, show them, guide them through what we have, what were expectations, make them create a world or a pet or something and change everything and get them to do a bit so it shows them more about the game, because one of the problems that came out of the original pitch was that these people just didn't understand a lot of the game. One of the people was comparing us to a big multinational video game that's for Xbox, where in reality we're a niche game that's for the PC. It just doesn't compare, but they were trying to compare us to it.
Anybody else? Lovely, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see your hand up.
I remember to forget now. Why did you say no?
It was various reasons, but one of them was that they just didn't understand what I was trying to get across, and that was the main part of the comparing between the game that we are and a multinational game. And another one of the facts was that we didn't have enough statistics to show them. It was just not enough to show them.